Hello Libra, thank you very much for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Lima Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, I'm using the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. I already shuffled. Let's see what we got. Yeah, two face down cards here, so that's an interesting place for them. So something's going on around you. And that seems well, what a rare thing to say. The situation you're coming into, you're viewing it as the Four of Wands. Like, things are very stable, dependable. You're feeling like you're contracted into this situation. You're feeling good. That's how you feel going into it. Very stable, fortified, dependable, like the foundation is secure. Now we got three cards face down here. Okay. These are three face down cards, which you don't seem to be realizing what's going on. So this is more in the environment. I get this is pulling down more on the other side. The situation you feel is fortified, stable, concrete. You got three cards. You got the Ace of Cups, you got the Let Go, and you got the Tower. Somebody's making a decision. They're very happy to make this decision, but I'm getting they're letting go of the situation. Somebody's letting go of the situation. And it's interesting with the Let Go in the Tower and the Ace of Cups. It's a shock. It's a quick thing. It almost feels like it's coming out of nowhere. The Tower is telling me I don't feel like they have a lot coming before it. Like, I don't feel like they're seeing possibilities until the possibilities right on their doorstep. And I'm getting like the Ace of Cups with the Tower is saying this opportunity is handed to them like it's just like somebody shows up on their doorstep with $1 million and they're like, yeah, I'll take that. Okay. I'll take that $1 million. Yes, thank you. And they let go of any worries. Like, I have to do what's right for me, and they're going forward with that. This is all face down. You're not seeing this happen. You're feeling like the situation is very stable and secure. You're not expecting anything to change. And this moment pops up for this person, and they're out. They're done. That's what I'm feeling. It's a shock. It changes things completely for you. And I'm getting the Magical Spell card is in the center, which is kind of like the Magician feel. It's more, to me, this has more of the feel of like, it's like looking at a field, and it's like there's possibilities of all these things you could do in this field, but you know what I mean, you're not going to fly around the world on the field if you make, you know what I mean, you're not you have a space, you have possibilities in this space, but it's not like you're going to take this field and move it across the world. Like, the field exists where it exists. I feel like that's the point with this, the magical powers. That's how this card feels to me. It's like you have certain things in front of you and you can do whatever you want with what you have available to you. And that's the thing. Doing what you want with what you have available. That's what this feels like. When the Magician comes in, that's almost like the world is your oyster. What do you want to create from a situation? Like it's boundless. The Magician feels boundless. This feels like it has restriction. I don't know if that's fair to say, but that's how this one feels to me. And I'm getting with this person stepping out, like, it just seems like it happens like that to me. You have the Ten of Swords. A situation that you completely saw as, I feel like that's the big piece of it. You saw it was completely stable, completely grounded, not going anywhere, out, done, gone. And that's the Ten of Swords. You didn't see that coming. It's a devastation. It's a shock. I feel like it's kind of a shock, I have to be honest. Even though it's the Ten of Swords, it's devastation, but I feel like it's like the Tower would be breaking down to build anew. This is just like crushed, shocked, and didn't see it coming. Didn't see it coming. I don't feel like you saw it coming. So this happens, but then you have all this in front of you, like, all right, I have this stuff, This right here, what do I want to do with this? Now that I have this situation and that's gone, I mean, it's gone, this is what I got left. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? It takes you a minute to get back on your feet. I got to be honest. That's how it feels. I feel like it shakes you up a bit, and it's just kind of like you have to take a minute to just kind of like get back on your feet, kind of roll around on the ground a bit, get your bearings, hold on to something, find a way to stand back up and get your bearings. It takes you a minute. I'm getting like you've been knocked for a loop. It's like, a prize fight and you just got sideswiped and you're just like, oh, okay, where am I? Who am I? How did I get here? It's one of those moments. It's taking you a minute to get back together with yourself. As you do that, as you're getting your bearings back, the wisdom is the first card I feel you pulling into. You're looking at like, all right, this went the way it went. Let me see what I got here. What honest possibilities do I have with what I have here? The wisdom is telling me you're thinking about this very deeply about where to go next. Because I don't feel you taking action right away, and it's taking you a minute to get back on your feet. But the wisdom is telling me as you're getting back on your feet, you're thinking about how you ended up where you are and where you want to go next. And what is it going to take, and what's most realistic. What's the realistic plan to get there, and what's the most realistic that you could expect from the situation. You're trying to be as realistic as possible, because I feel like your core is a little shaken here. Like, what can I realistically expect? You're just trying to be a realist right now. I feel like that's where you're standing. Now, this person is done. They're not in this situation anymore. And I'm getting the Nine of Wands for you. And a lot of times maybe it's just the way this card feels for me, because I noticed that first wand has all that greenery going up it, and then the other 8 doesn't have any greenery going up it. And I feel like the first phase of this situation is done. This person left. It's like the first phase. Now you're going into the next phase. Like, what do I want to build? What do I want to do? Now that the situation is gone where it's gone, what do I want to do? So that's happening. And I'm getting like, the other person is gone. Whoever this is, they're gone. And you're like, all right, that phase is over. And you're still in that phase, like, I need to be realistic. What do I want to do? Where do I want to go? How do I want to handle this? And I'm getting this Four of Cups is like, it's hard. This is really hard for you. You're trying to move on from it. I don't feel like it's lack of effort. I just feel like this is really, it shook you up. It shook you to the core. And you're just having a hard time stepping on from it. But the Four of Cups is telling me, like, there's good here, and I feel like it's like connecting into the more what's left. That one that is gone, that one cup that's missing was very significant, but you got 3 others just as significant cups left. It's kind of like it's taking you a while to like feel stable again, to grab a hold of what's left and make something of it. Because what I'm getting is, and I know I just spent a lot of time explaining this, that magical powers card, like, you have a finite situation. Like, what can I do with this situation? And I'm getting like, this person walks away, does what they do, whatever happens, they're out of the situation. And I'm feeling like it takes you a while to get there, but you might be thinking to yourself, you know what, maybe I don't need this finite situation. Maybe I need to look at other things, other places. Because I'm getting the Magician card at the end here is the evolution from the magical powers from like looking at something in a finite way, this is what I have, this is what I can do with what I have, to going, you know what, there's other possibilities outside of this. This may be all I have in this little spot, but doesn't mean I have to stay here. Maybe I can go over there. Maybe I can go over there. I'm getting you're broadening your mind to possibilities, and because you're looking at it like, you know what, this is already gone where it's gone. And for what's left, this is all I have for what's left. And I'm not feeling the greatest about this, so let me just see what else is out there. And I feel like that's what you're doing. You're broadening your scope. The situation this person left, there's only this much here. And at first you feel like, well, I'm confined, or I'm stuck with just what I have left here. And you're trying to deal with it based on what you have left. Where this seems to be ending is like, you know what, this is what's left of this situation, but what else is out there? Can I take some of this and take it with me to a different situation? What possibility? Because I feel like you're opening your mind to other possibilities. This feels like that's where you're feeling better. Instead of confining yourself to this, with just what's here, you're like, I'm going to broaden my mind. I'm going to see, like, maybe I can take some of what I like here and move it into this other possibility. Maybe I can do that. You're opening the door. You're opening yourself to more freedom. You're letting yourself breathe, and you're redefining the situation. And I feel like that's where you're ending up. That's where you need to get to. You need to redefine everything, because I feel like you're going from, like, this is what I have. You're going from restriction to, like, expansion is what I'm getting. Are we good? Because I feel like that's where you're heading. They're saying it's there, let it be. All right. So we're going to leave that there. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, go ahead, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.